Hi, my name is April Whitt, one of the astronomers at Fernbank Science Center. Thank you for visiting the sky this week for December 20th through 26th. We get a last quarter moon, an historic conjunction of planets, a bit of a meteor shower, even the International Space Station, along with the winter solstice. This year, on December 21st, as Earth is orbiting the Sun, it gets to just the right place in its orbit where the North Pole of Earth, pointing out into space toward the North Star Polaris, is pointing away from the Sun's bright light. On that day, and for the rest of the season of winter, the Northern Hemisphere, pointed away from the Sun's light, gets the season of winter, short days, long nights. Southern Hemisphere gets the season of summer, longer days, warmer temperatures. The Earth doesn't just stop at that point along its orbit. It's a continuous motion, keeps on going. And this diagram is not to scale. The Earth is way smaller than the Sun is. But it's an idea of on the 21st at 5:02 a.m., we get the season of winter. And that night is the conjunction that everyone's been waiting for. Put your right shoulder toward the sunset, and you end up facing the southwest part of the sky where the big planets Jupiter and Saturn that have been appearing to move closer together for the last few months get the closest they'll be, or at least it will appear that way, on the early evening sky. Closest since about 1623. If you want to see the next close conjunction, it'll be 2080. We even get a bright quarter moon to go along with those planets. If you get a chance, use a pair of binoculars to look at that southwest part of the sky, that brightest star-like object. Jupiter is so much closer to us than Saturn and so much bigger that it will appear to sort of cover up Saturn, and the two will look like they're right close together on the evening sky. Add in a quarter moon and the planet Mars, we get quite a nice arrangement across the south part of the sky for us in the northern hemisphere. Get up early again. The next morning, there is a meteor shower, not a large one, but the Ursid meteors appear to radiate or appear to come from the area of the sky where the Little Dipper, part of the Little Bear, is on the sky. Polaris, that North Star, where the Earth's North Pole points out in space. We've looked at those in the last couple of weeks. The Big Dipper facing north now, turn around, face the other way. The Big Dipper's bowl appears to be facing down at this time of year, early in the morning, handle sticking out this way. Follow those two stars on the pointers of the Big Dipper, takes you to the Little Dipper's end of the tail of the Little Bear, Polaris. The stars on the other end, the little cup shape for the Little Dipper, is where our meteors will appear to be coming from. Meteors, a meteor shower, it happens when, as the Earth is moving along its orbit, it intersects the path of a comet. In this case, Comet Tuttle. When it went by the last time, left a stream of debris behind it in space. When Earth gets to that spot, those tiny particles collide with the upper atmosphere of Earth and appear to be shooting stars. With meteor showers, it's not just a go outside, take a peek, and come back in. Meteor showers take a while. You'll probably want to start looking around 5:30 or so, maybe a little bit earlier, toward the north part of the sky. Look for those meteors. And if you want to take some time, 20 minutes or half an hour, in fact, stay outside a little bit, look for the ISS. Find that big pattern for the Big Dipper up fairly high on the sky, and it's a fairly large pattern. Follow the two pointer stars toward Polaris, and then the Little Dipper's bowl at the other end, that's where you'll find those meteors, if you get lucky. Stay up a few more minutes. The International Space Station makes a nice pass at about 5:50 on the 22nd, early in the morning. It'll get about halfway up the northeastern part of the sky. This is a short one. You only have about 2 minutes for this one. So if you're looking for meteors, and see a really bright, moving really fast object, that's the International Space Station, if we have clear weather that morning. The planet Venus is another early morning object. Over the last few months, we've watched it shine like the morning star early on the eastern horizon. It's getting along its orbit now where it's fairly close to the horizon, even as the sun is coming up. And over the next week or two, it'll disappear into the sky, into the sunrise. Use the evening sky later in the week to find all the pretty decorations that are up here for the holiday season. We've got a bright moon, a little bit past first quarter on the 24th. The bright star-like object just above the moon is going to be the planet Mars toward the end of the week. So there'll be a pinkish bright Mars, bright moon, and the big constellation of Orion the Hunter. Bright stars. Pretty time of year. Cold, but pretty time of year to be looking at stars. And that conjunction that happened back on Monday, the 21st, doesn't just stop. It's lower on the western horizon than it was at the beginning of the week. But keep an eye out. Use your binoculars. Find the planets Jupiter and Saturn. As the week progresses and as they move along their orbits, you might see little tiny Saturn peaking near Jupiter. Thanks very much for listening. Have a great week. Check out our website, Fernbank Science Center's www.fernbank.edu. If you get a chance, on Monday the 21st, some of our astronomers are taking a telescope up to Stone Mountain and are hoping to live stream the conjunction from a good high spot. Thanks again for listening. Have a great week.